Hello everyone, welcome back to NoSkits. So today we are back with another interesting question from Frequent 52 Uber interview questions. So let's see what we are going to solve today. Let's start with the video. So today we are going to solve group anagrams, and let me read the question. Given an array of string strs, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. The anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letter of different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. So first let's try to understand what the question is asking and how how we can proceed with the problem. Okay, so the question says group all the anagrams. So you are given an array of string and you have to group all the anagrams together. We can return our answer in any order, right? So first of all, let's see what are anagrams and how we can group them. Basically, anagrams are which are formed by rearranging the letter. Let's say EAT, AET, TAE, TEA, right? So if you see, these are anagrams, right? These are anagrams of each other, right? Because they are formed by just rearranging the characters of each other, right? Now let's try to see. Basically, EAT, right? TEA, TAN, no. TAN is not formed by rearranging the letters of E to T, right? So TAN will go in different group. ATE will go to this group. NAT will go to this TAN group. And then we have BAT. So BAT will go to different group. So now we have to return these groups, right? Now how you can proceed with this problem? So basically, what first approach can be, you can think of sorting the words. You can think of sorting the words and see from to which category they will belong to which group they will belong to, right? So let's say we are at EAT, right? We are saying that we'll sort it AET. So basically, if we want to group something, we must have something on the basis of which we are trying to group, right? So let's create a hash map that will hold key as a sorted value, and value will be list of strings, right? Value will be list of strings. So now let's see. If you are at EAT, first of all, we'll check whether AET is present in map or not. If AET is not present, we'll create AET and we'll create a list corresponding to this AET. Okay, after sorting, we'll store the value. Now let's come to this. If we are at this TEA, what I'll do, I'll sort it. It will become AET. I'll see whether this AET is present in the map. If it is present, I'll store TEA to the same list. Let's come to this 10. This 10, first of all, we'll sort this T. So the sorted form of TAN will be ANT, right? So we'll see whether this ANT is present in the hash map. If ANT is not present in the hash map, we'll create a new key and corresponding to that key, we'll put TAN to it, right? Now let's go ahead. Let's come to this 8. Now again, we'll sort it. So it will become AET. We'll check whether this AET is present in the map. If it is present, we'll store it. Right? Let's come to this NAT. Now after sorting this NAT, it will become ANT, right? We'll see whether ANT is present in the map. If it is present, we'll store it. At this point, we'll again sort it. ABT. If ABT is present, no, ABT is not present, we'll create a new key and corresponding to that key, we'll store this BAT. And then finally, we'll traverse this map. And I'll keep storing the values. And return the array list. Return the list of list basically, right? So I hope you understood what we were doing. We are trying to sort each and every string, and that sorted string we are making the key, and if it is already present in the key, we are putting it in corresponding to the array list present in the map. If it is not present, we sorted the list. If it is not present, we sorted the list and we stored it, right? So this is what we were doing. So now how much time it will take? So if you will see, it will take, we are traversing each and every element. So it will take n time, the length of array, right? And corresponding to this n time, we are sorting each and every string present. So that means it will be n, or let's say the max length of this string can be m, right? So we are taking m log m time for sorting. So this much time we are taking, right? This much time we are taking, and also we are taking one hash map. So in the worst case, there might be a possibility that we have all different strings. So it may take O of n space, right? So the time complexity will be n into m log m, and the space complexity will be O of n. Now interviewers will say, I don't want this m log n time. Can you try to think of some better approach? Okay, so now this was the input given. So rather than sorting it, can we do something by frequency of the elements present in the string, right? If we'll see eat has one A, one E and one T, right? If you see T, it has one A, one E and one T, and similarly this 8. It also has one A, one E and one T. So can you try to think of, in that direction? Can you use frequencies to create something, right? This is, we know that we'll be needing a key. Corresponding to that key, we'll be storing some elements, right? We'll group the strings based on some key, right? So what can we use these frequencies to create the key? Let's see. I am saying that for every string, what I'll do, I'll store the frequencies. So we have A, B, C till Z, right? So what I'll do, I'll count the frequency of each element. A, count of A is 1, count of B is 0, count of C is 0, D is 0, E has 1, and similarly we'll have T somewhere, and similarly we have Z somewhere, right? So it will be 1 and it will be 0. So what I am saying, I have these frequencies. I want to create one key, one unique key which can identify the strings having same character. So what I'll do, I'll put one separator in between 0, hash 0, hash 0, hash 1. Let's go ahead, hash 1, similarly hash 0, right? So I made this key, and corresponding to this key I stored EAT. Let's come to this T. If we'll see this T, what it is saying, let me write this. A, B, C, D, E, T and Z, right? So when we'll come to this T, what I am saying, I'll count the frequency of A, it is 1. I'll count the frequency of B, B is not present, it is 0. I'll count the frequency of C, 0, frequency of D is 0, and frequency of E is 1. So for E I put 1. Then I'll count I'll count the frequency of all the characters in between, right? Now we have T, so I'll count the frequency. I'll go ahead, I'll count the frequency of Z. So again, if you'll notice, it is same as the previous one, right? So corresponding to this key, I'll store TEA, right? Similarly, for this TAN, I'll again try to build. Frequency of A is 1, right? Frequency of B is 0, C is 0. This time E is also 0, right? And we have frequency of N, right? So let's say frequency of N somewhere lie in between. So I counted it 1. Frequency of T is also 1, and then frequency of Z. So it is the frequency of N, it is a frequency of T, and it is A, right? Similarly, let's go ahead with 8. If you will do, 8 will have the same key as this, because we have A1, E1 and T1, right? Similarly, NAT. For NAT also, what we'll do, we have A and T. A and T will have the same key, right? So it will be stored in this group. 8 will go to this, 10 will go to this, and nat will go to this group. Now when we talk about B, we'll again create A hash A, this is for B, right? This is for B, the count of B is also 1, right? Then we have C, we have D, somewhere we'll be having count of T, right? And then we have Z. So this will be in the different group. So now in this approach, if you will see what we are trying to do, at every point, again we are traversing the whole array. Again we are traversing the whole array. So again we are traversing the whole array. So traversing the whole array will take O of n time. Traversing the whole array will take O of n time. And for every string, let's say the string length is n. The string length is, okay, let's say the string length is m, right? So for every string, what we are trying to do, we are traversing it and counting the frequency. So it will take O of m time, right? So rather than taking m log m time for sorting, we reduce the time to O of m, right? So now the time complexity for the above approach we discussed will be O of n into O of m, and the space complexity will be O of n, the space required to create a hash map, right? So let's try to code this and then see, we'll try to run and see whether it is working. Okay, so first of all we'll be needing a map. Map will contain a string, and corresponding to that string will be having a list, right? So string will be a unique key that will group all the strings, right? And corresponding to that key will be having a separate list that will hold all the strings that have same characters, right? So let's create a map. So I created a map and I created a result list in which we'll be returning our result. Now what else do we need? We want to traverse each and every string in the string array. So basically for every string we'll be generating that key. And we'll see whether that key is present in the map. If it is present in the map, then we'll store the current string corresponding to that list, right? And if it is not present in the map, we'll insert that key in the map and we'll insert the current key corresponding to it, right? Okay, so I generated the key and then I checked whether the key is present in the map. If it is not present, I inserted the key corresponding to the empty list, and then finally in that list I appended the string, right? Now what we want to do? After this, what we want to do? We convert this map, we want to traverse this map and want to append all the things into our result string, right? So let's do it. Okay, so what I did, I traversed this map entry by entry, right? And I extracted all the values and I appended all the values to our result. The value is basically the array list containing the group of anagrams. So I extracted those strings and appended to our result, and then finally I returned the result. Now we want to generate key. How we can generate key? Basically this generate key will return string, right? This is taking string as the input. Now what we are doing? First of all, we'll be counting the frequency of each and every element. So let's create an array of 26 character of size 26, right? Holding the frequency of each and every character in the string, right? And after that, we'll merge all the frequencies together with a separator or with a unique character like hash, right? So let's do it. Okay, so what I did, I created a hash map with the name frequency, right? For each character, I first of all add 0, right? Because initially all the frequencies are 0. Then I traversed the string, then I traversed my string and I counted the frequency for each of the character present in that string. Then finally, after that, what I did, I created a string initialized with hash, right? And then finally for each of the character I extracted the frequency from A to Z. I extracted the frequency, appended the frequency with the key with the hash, right? And finally I returned the key. Now let's try to run it. and finally it is accepted, right? So this was all about how you can group anagrams together, right? I hope you learned something new, some new concept from this video. That's it for this video. Let's meet in another video. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.